Hey guys, welcome back. We're doing another video. You notice there's a different background behind me because I'm doing a wrestling themed thing this time. Today, we're going to be doing something really different. We're going to create 20 male and 10 female wrestlers, and we're going to put them all in universe mode. And this is all going to be randomly generated. Not only are the characters' appearance going to be randomly generated, but so are the names. I have a random name generator that I'm going to be using as well. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be randomly generating the character, and then I'm going to randomly generate the name, and that's going to be what they stick with, whether it fits or not. We're just going to stick with it. So after we do that, we're going to create a universe mode for them to compete in. I'm going to put 8 of the people in tag teams so they can compete for tag titles. I'm going to split evenly the males to be world champion and intercontinental champion, or whatever title I choose. And the women's division is just going to be a singles women's division. And there's going to be a Money in the Bank too, so it's going to be pretty loaded, even though there's not going to be a lot of characters. Maybe later on we can add more characters. For now, we're just going to keep them at the stats they are. I think the stats are just set at 84 for everybody, so we're just going to keep those as they are, and we're also not going to change any of the moves. I don't know if generating the character generates moves or not, but maybe in another video we can go in and create finishers for all the characters that I created. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. This is going to be fun. All right, here we go. We're going to hit that random button and see what happens. All right. He looks actually pretty normal, except for the stripes of hair on his legs and the tattoos. Looks like a Celtic cross on both sides. Oh, and like a slash of side tattoos. Is he wearing star glasses? That's pretty hilarious. That's pretty funny. Let's find out what this guy's name is. Diomitis, a single name. All right, let's do it. This guy is 6'6", 292 pounds. All right, we got our first character. Let's generate another one. All right, this guy is pretty gigantic. He's 7'2", but does that say he's only 204 pounds? What? Is he made of air? And his chest is like caved in. And he's got that same side tattoo that the other guy has, just wearing all yellow with a friggin' flat top. Oh man. So let's see what this guy's name is. Ishmael Warren is this guy's name. So I'm deciding to just randomly decide if they get a last name or not. It's gonna be up to me when I hit this thing. I'll decide if I want to give them a last name. I can't wait to see what we get next. All right, he's got pretty long hair. He actually looks pretty normal, 5'10", but apparently he's 465 pounds. Super heavyweight. I don't think I've ever seen a 5'10", 465 pound guy look so lean. That's very interesting. Very interesting. I think this guy needs a first and last name. So let's see what his name is. Asclepius Atwood. They're giving us some very interesting names today. All right, number 4. Wow. Oh man, he's got angel wings too, and they're green. He's just all green. Oh man, I love that hair. That is great. I think this guy's a one-namer. I don't think this guy gets a last name. I think he's just gonna go by Oscar. Just Oscar. That's great. That is so great. All right, number 5. Okay. This is another tall boy. And he's also, I guess, made of air. He's a light heavyweight. The proportions that they put on these random characters are very odd. Very odd. I think that's why this game never got really good reviews there. What? 7'2", 208 pounds. That makes no sense. He's also wearing green, and that hair, what is that? Why would anyone do that to themselves? What's this guy's name? Hartwin McNee. You know, it fits. It really fits. Hartwin McNee. I like it. It's so funny how these names are like going with a lot of these guys that I'm making. It's hilarious. I'm having a lot of fun. I think this is going to be my funniest video yet. This is awesome. All right. Let's see what we got. That is great. This guy looks like he's a LARPer from the future or something. I don't know. It's all neon green. A lot of these characters have been wearing a lot of green. I don't know why that's such a popular color with these random characters. You know, other than that, the guy looks pretty normal. Got a little bit of face paint on, but pretty normal looking dude. I think he'll have a last name as well. Let's see what he'll be called. Erland Deadman. All right. Number 7. All right. With his hair combined with his clothes, he's dressed in like Miami Dolphin colors. Let's see what kind of name they give him. We're gonna give him just a single name. This guy looks like a single namer. I don't even really know how to say this. Abhishek. Abhishek. I'll spell it out on the screen so you can see it. So that's his name right there, Abhishek. All right, number 8. Okay. Whoa. Okay, this guy's 6'7", 186 pounds. He must be mostly made of air too, because he's a little big to be a cruiserweight. 6'7". I mean, this guy, he's pretty freaking tall. He looks a little bit like Chris Jericho almost, but he's also wearing some kind of greenish. You know, it's a little more on the teal side, I guess, but still green. Pretty awesome. Let's see what this guy's name is. I'm gonna give this guy a single name too. Let's see what it is. Kwahotemok. I'm gonna have to come up with a nickname for this guy when I talk about him. All right, just to switch things up again, we're gonna do a female superstar this time. We're just gonna switch back and forth. I'm keeping track, so we're still gonna have 10 female, 20 male. Here's our first random female. Okay. All right, look at that hair. I actually like that hair with the white streaks and everything. That is pretty cool. I'm wearing a corset. You know, that's not bad. That's actually not a bad look. I like that. Let's see what her name is. All right, this is actually a good one. I think Divya Simons. It's Divya or Divya. I'm not sure. If anybody knows and can correct my pronunciation, let me know. I'll put it in so you can see the spelling. There it is right there, Divya Simons. I think that's a fitting name for her. I think it's awesome. All right, here we go. At 5'4", 213 pounds. Wow, light heavyweight. Wow, all right. I like the outfit. It's pretty cool. Pretty normal looking. Pretty normal looking female, actually. Nothing really crazy. I was expecting more crazy stuff. Hopefully we'll get something crazy, like with the tattoos and everything. I'm surprised we haven't seen more tattoos on more people, but let's see what her name is. We'll just give her a single name. Let's see what we call her. Patronile is what her name is. I'm guessing that's how you say it. These are some very wild names. I'm getting these random names from something called Behind the Name. I took the filters off everything. It's getting names from all over the country, all different cultures, even fantasy and stuff like that. You never know what you're gonna get. That's why I love this random name generator. It's pretty awesome. I wish the characters would be a little bit more random with the tattoos and everything, but you know, there's still time. Let's see what we get. All right, let's keep it going with the females. Let's see what else we get. Wow, okay. That's actually really cool. I love that look. You know, if there was a wrestler that looked like that, that would be awesome. 5'5", 150 pounds. That actually looks normal. That looks like 5'5", 150 pounds. Way to go. Let's, you know, she looks so normal, we're gonna have to give her a first and last name. So let's see what we get to call her. Hopefully it's pretty normal like she is. Let's find out. I mean, not normal in like a normal way, but normal as like a badass way. She does look really badass. I might make her the first women's champion. I love that look. Flavia Adokes. I actually like that. That is a really awesome name for her. I'll show it to you on the screen here in a second. That's it right there. That's her name, Flavia Adokes. I love it. It's so awesome. All right, let's go back to the males. Let's see who our next male superstar is. Okay. There we go. Look at, so are those dragon tattoos? He's wearing overalls. He's got dragon tattoos, a little goatee and an orange hair. That's awesome. And he's got a back tattoo too. And there is cow print. It looks, no, that's leopard print. That's black and white. Still, it resembles cow print though, if you kind of look at it. Oh, that's awesome though. I like this one. Let's see what we name this guy. Jorge Van Nifterick. That's awesome. All right, who are we getting next? Okay. So he's a lucha. Let's see, 5'7", 221 pounds. That looks about normal for somebody. You know, he looks like just a normal lucha. A little flashy with the hoodie and everything, but otherwise cool. Let's see what his name is. Wes. W-E-S. Wes. For some reason, I think that is perfect for this character. Wes. Let's do another female. Here we go. Okay. 6'3", 138 pounds. Wow. Okay. Love the leg tattoos. Only leg tattoos, nothing else. It looks like her chest is almost caved in. Just judging by the angle there, it just looks really funny. So let's give her a name. We're gonna give her a single name because she looks like the kind of person that would be a single name kind of wrestler. Michelle. What a normal name. What a normal name. All right, let's do another male superstar. This will be number 11. Here we go. Okay. All right. Wow, look at that hair. He's a Greek god or something. I'm not sure. He's got very hairy arms. Extremely hairy arms and just bare as a baby's bottom everywhere else. Let's see what this guy's name is. Dithelm Koiro. Dithelm Koiro. Okay. Such a fitting name for such a odd-looking fella. All right, let's do another female. This will be female number 5. Let's go. Oh, that's so... Does she have a Terminator mask? That is so odd. She's 5'2", very short. 5'2", 240 pounds. She is a powerhouse, apparently. You know, I think she's fitting of just a single name. She looks like she's Lakshmi. Lakshmi is her name. That'll work. All right, let's do another male superstar. This will be the last singles male superstar. I've decided that the other ones are gonna be in tag teams. So progressively, each one, the next 2 are gonna be a tag team, the 2 after that are gonna be a tag team, so on and so forth. That's how we're gonna do it. Here we go. Okay. This guy is 6'7", 220 pounds, and his chest is also caved in. Why are so many of these characters have caved in chests? I don't get it, but he has a mohawk and he has like dreads coming down the sides. That's pretty funny. And he's also wearing a very bright shade of green. This guy deserves a single name. Let's see what he gets. Gisselmund. Gisselmund will be his name. Okay, let's do another female. Let's do it. All right. She is very short and very light. She is 5'1", 99 pounds. Let's get a closer look at her. She is very tan as well, with very big hair. Oh, and she also has yellow wings. Let's see what her name is. Madeline Del Bosque. Madeline Del Bosque is her name. I think that's actually very fitting for her look. I think that's awesome. All right, let's get ourselves our first tag team. Let's see who the first guy's gonna be. Okay. All right. Awesome. This guy's a little short dude. He's 5'8", 141 pounds. He's a little bruiser there. Let's see what this guy's name is. We're just gonna give him a single name. Zara. All right, and let's meet Zara's tag team partner. Here we go. Okay. We got ourselves a pretty tall Lucha. 219 pounds, light heavyweight. Okay. He looks pretty normal too. Let's see what this guy's name is. We're also going to give him a single name just for time's sake, really. Mad Dog. I don't know if it's Mad Dog. It's M-A-D-O-G. It could be Madog. We'll call him Madog because he's Madog. All right, let's see who the next female is going to be. Okay. All right, she's pretty tall herself. 6'4", 165 pounds. That hair, that hair is pretty wild. That's pretty crazy. And she's got these shoulder pads. That's interesting. I like the color scheme. No tattoos or anything though, so she's kind of plain. But let's see what her name is. Bojana. It could be Bohana. B-O-J-A-N-A. Would that be Bojana or Bohana? Leave a comment, let me know. All right, let's see who our next tag team is going to be. This time I'm going to give the first guy a last name, and the second guy is just going to automatically have that last name, and I'm just going to give him a first name. Or actually, I'll make the last name. I have the ability to make the last name on here. So whatever the first guy's last name is, I'll give that same last name to this guy. The next guy that I make. All right. This guy also looks a little bit like Chris Jericho with Shawn Michaels attire a little bit. Kind of. A little flashy. Definitely got Shawn Michaels' hair. Maybe a little longer than his hair was. But still. Let's see what his name is. Indika Sass. Indika Sass. S-A-S is his last name. All right, so his partner is going to have the same last name, S-A-S. All right, let's meet Indika's brother. All right. That is awesome. Look at this guy. I love the tattoos. I love the hair. Everything about it. Look, he has Japanese letter tattoos on both arms. He's got fire pants. He's got really long brown flowing hair and a mustache. That look is awesome. I need to see what this guy's name is. Ignacio Sass. So Indika and Ignacio Sass. That is awesome. I love these names. These names that I'm getting are outstanding. All right, let's see who our next female superstar is. Okay. All right. I love the purple hair, and she's evenly proportioned. Let's see, is that 6'8"? It's hard to see from here. 6'8", 162 pounds. So that actually might be right, judging by how thin she looks and how tall she is. She's got a tattoo on the right shoulder, face paint, purple hair. Love the look. We need to give this one a name. Iohana Siegel. So there's 2 more females left and 2 more tag teams left. Let's see who our next tag team's gonna be. We'll stick to giving these guys just single names just in case they want to branch out and be single superstars. Let's see who the first guy's gonna be. Whoa. Whoa. You know who this reminds me of? I think you know who this reminds me of. Wow. It's Mario. He is 7 foot, 219 pounds. He's a light heavyweight, people. I guess that makes sense, so he can jump really high. I guarantee his name is not going to be Mario, though. I don't make the rules. Unfortunately, I can't name him. Only this thing can name him, so let's see what his single name is going to be. It is so close to Mario, it's funny. It's Mandy. It's 2 letters difference than Mario. That's how crazy that is. His name's Mandy, and you know what? I think Mandy fits. It's Mandy with an I. I think it fits. Well, let's see who Mandy's tag team partner is. Oh, wow. And he is kind of green, actually. I'm going to hit the save button before he goes away because this guy... Wow. Look at him. All right, let's see what this guy's name is. I don't even know how to say this. I don't even know how I'm going to shorten it. Ermenegildo. Ermenegildo. I'm going to put it up on the screen and see if you guys can attempt to spell it. This is this guy's name. His name is Ermenegildo. I might call him Gil for short. I don't know. All right, time to see who our next female superstar is. This will be number 9. Okay. Wow, look at her. 5'5", 214 pounds. That seems a little heavy, but otherwise she looks awesome. I love her look. I think she might actually be the women's champion. I don't know. I don't know who I'm going to decide. This is going to be a tough one, but I really like her look. She's just going to get a single name as well. I think she deserves it. Let's see what she's going to be called. Carol. She's going to be called Carol with an E at the end. It'll grow on me. All right, now we're going to see who our final tag team is. Who's it going to be? Okay. And he has wings. He has butterfly wings. And he's wearing some kind of... He's got a full beard, it looks like. And he's wearing a mask. We're going to do the same thing that we did for the other tag team. We're going to make him a brother with somebody else. So we're going to give him a last name. And his last name is going to be the other guy's last name. So let's see who it's going to be. Wow. Let me save him before I let him go. His name is Kazak Adolfson. Kazak Adolfson. All right, and let's see who this guy's brother is going to be. Okay. He's dressed a little normally. He's got on some pretty cool sneakers there. He's got a little goatee. No tattoos or anything. Just sweatpants and knee pads and elbow pads. Pretty basic. And let's see what his name is. Emilios Adolfson. All right. I think that's fitting for him. I think they'll be a good tag team. All right, that's all for the male superstars. Now let's see who our last female superstar is going to be. Here we go. Okay. Not very flashy. Just a standard wearing a t-shirt with standard gear, basically. She looks, I don't know, a little tired. Probably shouldn't say that. That's offensive. But let's see what her name is. You know what? Let's make her an Adolfson. She can be part of the Adolfson family. Let's see what her name is. Britannia Adolfson. That works. I like that. All right, now we're going to take our superstars, put them in the universe, and see what happens. All right, now I think I have everything finished setting up. Let me show you what I have to start off with. Since Oscar looks so menacing, I went ahead and made him the World Heavyweight Champion. I made Abhishek the Intercontinental Champion. I made the Sass Brothers the Tag Team Champions. And Flavia Dokes is the women's champion. Now, I also have two Money in the Banks. I have one for the World Heavyweight Championship and one for the Women's Championship. Now, I've tried this before at Money in the Bank, and they only had one match for some reason. I don't know why, because it's set to have two Money in the Banks. I guess on the same show they can't have two Money in the Banks, but I guess we'll find out. In this show, we're only going to be doing pay-per-views. So we're going to get started here in a minute. All I have to do is edit the divisions and we'll be ready to go. Alright, I've got everything set up. Now we just got to start the universe. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the pay-per-views and we're just going to go through and simulate those. If I see a match that's worth doing, I'll show a match or two maybe. But for time's sake, we're just going to go to the pay-per-views, simulate for a year up to WrestleMania, and see what happens. So let's get started. Alright, so here's our lineup for Money in the Bank. Let's see if they have both Money in the Bank matches, the men and women. I really hope they do. So the first match is Erlen Deadman versus Wes. I really need to separate the names. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but I might do that later. The second match, Michelle's going to be taking on Madeline DeBosque. Third match is Lakshmi versus Carol. Fourth match is a women's title match. Bohana is taking on Flavia for the women's title in just a normal match. Petronil's taking on Devious Simmons. Lots of women's matches. I did not realize her eyebrows were like that. Ishmael's taking on Oscar for the World Heavyweight title. Those are some two powerhouses right there. They both look really mean, except one is wearing lipstick and one is wearing wings. So it's really kind of hard to take either of them seriously. The seventh match, Sklepsius Atwood versus Diamitis. And the last match is the Money in the Bank match. And it's only one Money in the Bank match, but it's all good. So it's going to be the men's Money in the Bank with all those guys. So let's hit that simulate button and see what happens. Erlen Deadman beats Wes. Madeline DeBosque beats Michelle. Carol beats Lakshmi. Bohana won the Women's Heavyweight Championship. Wow. I shouldn't say women's heavyweight champion. She won the women's championship. So Bohana is our new women's champion. Petronil beat Devious Simmons in a one-on-one match. Ishmael could not take the title from Oscar. Diamitis beat Asclepius. Some of these names are really hard to pronounce. And it looks like Jorge von Nifterik is our Money in the Bank winner, so he is going to be able to cash in his Money in the Bank at some point. I'm just going to let him do it automatically. I'm not going to actually do it for him. We'll see if it happens. We'll keep an eye on the news and see. Actually, when I simulate up to the next show, I'm going to check the news and see if anything exciting's happened. Alright, so now we're going to Extreme Rules. Let's see what's going on. Alright, in the news, let's see. I just want to pay attention to the championship news. So far, Bohana has won the women's championship, and that's the only title change that's happened since. So nobody's cashed in Money in the Bank. So let's see what we're looking at here. Diamitis is taking on Abhishek. Petronil is taking on Bohana for the women's title. I guess she won a shot, and it's going to be an Extreme Rules match. That'll be interesting. Dithelm is taking on Wes in a regular match. Quahum Tech is taking on Ishmael. Erlen Deadman is taking on Sklepsius Atwood. Kazakh Adolfsson is taking on Emilios Adolfsson. What? The Adolfssons are in a rivalry together? They're a tag team. Why are they fighting each other? That doesn't make any sense. I wonder what's going on there. I'll have to check the rivalries, see what's going on there. Carol's taking on Lakshmi in a one-on-one match. The tag titles are up. The Sass brothers are defending against Emergency. That's what I've named Ermenegildo and Mandy. Emergency. I thought it was a pretty fitting name. I love the way they make a perfect tag team, and I think the Sass brothers look really good too. And Hartwin McNee is taking on Oscar for the heavyweight championship. So let's start at the beginning and see what happens. So Diamitis has taken the Intercontinental title from Abhishek. So that's a title change. And Petronil has taken the title from Bohana. That's two title changes, and it's just the beginning of the pay-per-view. That's crazy. Wes beat Dithelm. Quamahotek beat Ishmael. Ishmael's not on a good streak there. Erlen Deadman beat Asclepius. Emilios beat Kazakh. Adolfson. I wonder what they're both fighting about. They're a tag team. They're supposed to be fighting together. They've just started this thing. Why are they feuding already? Lakshmi beat Carol. Oh, and Emergency are the new tag team champions. They beat the Sass Brothers. Awesome. And Hartwin McNee is your new world heavyweight champion. He defeated Oscar. All right, and we are at SummerSlam. Lakshmi is taking on Petronile for the women's championship. Carol and Madeline DeBosque are having a little fight there. Devia Simmons and Michelle. Bohanna and Britannia. They're having a lot of one-on-one women's matches there at SummerSlam. A mixed gender tag team match. Zara and Flavia, interesting, are taking on Ishmael and Iohanna. All right, and Asclepius is taking on Diamidas for the Intercontinental title. Wes is gonna take on Erland Deadman. Dithelm Coro is taking on Jorge von Nifteric in a rivalry match. The Adolfsons are still feuding each other. They're never gonna get those tag titles if they keep feuding. I don't know what they're thinking. The Sass Brothers have a rematch against Emergency for those tag titles. And it's a triple threat main event. Hartwin McNee, Quahumtek, and Gisselmund. Hartwin McNee is defending in a triple threat match. That's going to be very interesting. Let's see what happens. Lakshmi beats Petronile. Carol beats Madeline. Wait. So Lakshmi, I just went on without like Lakshmi is the new women's champion, y'all. Like the women's championship has changed hands a lot already. I mean, that's crazy. So Lakshmi is our new women's champion. Carol beat Madeline DeBosque. Michelle beat Devia Simmons. Britannia beat Bohanna. They're probably from the same place. It looks like Zara and Flavia took an L to Ishmael and Iohanna. They make really good teams, I think. I think they paired them up pretty good. Asclepius could not take the Intercontinental title from Diamidas. Erland Deadman beat Wes. Dithelm Coro beat Jorge. Emilios beat Kazakh. They just keep fighting. I want them to be tag team champions. I don't know what they're doing. The Sass Brothers could not get those tag team titles back. Emergency are still the tag team champions. And the main event, Hartwin McNee retains his World Heavyweight Championship. That is awesome. We're going to Hell in a Cell. I hope it's a good show. When did Abhishek take the title? When did that happen? September week 2. Interesting. So Abhishek won the title from Diamidas. And Diamidas has a rematch now. Looks like Ishmael's taking on Oscar in a rematch from a couple months ago. Another mixed gender tag match. Mad Dog and Britannia are taking on Gisselman and Bohanna. That's interesting. Jorge is taking on Dithelm. Erland Deadman is taking on Asclepius. Carol's taking on Lakshmi for the women's title. Kazakh and Emilio are still fighting. The Sass Brothers have another rematch for the titles, and our main event, Quahumtek, is taking on Hartwin McNee. So let's hit that. Simulate weight, and that's a Hell in a Cell match too. We're not going to watch it. We're just going to simulate it. Let's see what happens. I only want to watch something that's going to be really cool. Something with a lot of wrestlers. Maybe a Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber or something. Abhishek has retained his title. Ishmael beat Oscar. And it looks like they're, got one over on each other. Mad Dog and Britannia defeated Gisselman and Bohanna. Wait, why is Britannia not teaming with one of her brothers? That doesn't make any sense. Dithelm beat Jorge. Asclepius beat Erland Deadman. Lakshmi retained her title against Carol. Carol couldn't take it. Looks like Kazakh won this time. The Sass Brothers could not get their title back again. Emergency's still the champions. And it looks like Hartwin McNee has retained his title. Hartwin's doing really good, it looks like. He's retaining his title pretty good now. Alright, it's time for Super Showdown. So it looks like Abhishek is defending against Dithelm. Did he earn that shot somehow? I don't know. Gisselman and Jorge are fighting each other. Devia and Flavia are having a match. Erlen Deadman's taking on Diamitis. Carol has another match for the women's title. I guess she might have got screwed last time. Who knows? Ishmael's taking on Wes. A true tag team championship, or a tag team match without the championship involved. It looks like the Ottomans resolved their feud that was going on there, and they're actually teaming up against Chaos. That's what I call Zara and Mad Dog. They're known as Chaos. And Quomatech is getting a rematch for that world title again. And the Sass Brothers are getting another match for those tag team championships. And the main event is Oscar versus Eclepsius Atwood for some reason. Let's see what happens. Abhishek retained his title. Gisselman defeated Jorge. Divya defeated Flavia. You know, they could probably be a tag team. I might actually make women's tag teams if I make more women in the game. I might expand it a little bit. I might add finishing moves. Who knows? Diamitis defeated Erlen Deadman. And Carol could not capture that women's title. We're all rooting for you, Carol. We want you to get that women's title. Hopefully you get it one of these days. Wes defeated Ishmael. Zara and Mad Dog Chaos defeated the Adolfsons. I guess the Adolfsons couldn't pull it together. It looks like Quomatech could not win that title against Hartwin McNee. Hartwin is keeping that title, man. He does not want to give that up. Oh, and the Sass Brothers got their titles back. After a couple months, they finally got their titles back. And Sklepsius beat Oscar in the main event. Oscar's not having a good run right now. All right, it's time for Survivor Series. We'll probably have one Survivor Series match on here with the amount of wrestlers I have on here. I don't know. I don't know if there's enough on here for the women to have a Survivor Series match. It looks like every pay-per-view begins with an Intercontinental title match. It's crazy. All right, so Dithelm's taking on Abhishek for the Intercontinental title. Carol's taking on Lakshmi again for that women's title. Come on, you can do it, Carol. Diamitis and Erlen Deadman are taking on each other. Ishmael and Wes having a little match. Jorge and Quomatech. Gisselmund is challenging Hartwin for the world title in the middle of the pay-per-view. Oscar's taking on Sklepsius again. It's a rivalry. The Adolfsons, they just can't keep it together. They can't win matches. They keep fighting with each other. Come on, guys, you're brothers. You got to get along. And the Survivor Series match is the women. It's actually the women in the Survivor Series match. That's interesting. That's pretty awesome. All right, let's simulate this thing, see what happens. Dithelm could not get the title. Carol couldn't get the title either. Erlen Deadman beat Diamitis. Ishmael beat Wes. Quomatech beat Jorge. And Gisselman could not take the title from Hartwin. Oh, it looks like Oscar beat Asklepsius this time. Kazakh beat Emilio. They need to stop fighting and try to get along, man. I'm rooting for you guys to get those tag team titles. Come on. And it looks like Britannia's team won the Survivor Series match. Not that it really means anything. All right, our next pay-per-view is Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. Let's do it. So it looks like we're starting things off with a world title match, and it's a table match with Jorge challenging Hartwin for the world title. Ishmael's taking on Wes in a rivalry match. Diamitis and Mad Dog. Diamitis and Mad Dog are taking on each other in a rivalry match. Quomatech and Asklepsius. Iohanna, I haven't seen her in a while, is taking on Flavia. The Adolfsons feuding still. Zara and Patronil in a mixed gender match against Erlen Deadman and Madeline DeBosque. Gisselman's taking on Oscar in a normal match. Michelle's taking on Devious Simmons. Dithelm's taking on Abhishek for that Intercontinental Championship again. Apparently he's not done. He wants more. It looks like Emergency's taking on the Sass Brothers in a non-title match. It's a rivalry non-title match. That's interesting. And Britannia is challenging Lakshmi for the women's title. Interesting. All right, well, let's simulate this thing and see what happens. Yep, Jorge could not take the title from Hartwin. Wes beat Ishmael. Diamitis beats Mad Dog. Quomatech beats Asklepsius. Flavia beats Iohanna. Sorry, Iohanna. Kazakh wins again. Looks like Erlen Deadman and Madeline DeBosque beat Zara and Petronil. Oscar beats Gisselman. Devious Simmons beats Michelle. Dythelm still can't get that Intercontinental title. And the Sass brothers won that rivalry match. That tag team rivalry match. That's non-title, which is weird. And Lakshmi retains her women's title still. All right. Let's keep it going. All right, it's time for the Royal Rumble. I imagine if there's going to be a men's Royal Rumble, it's only going to be a 10-man, and there's probably not going to be a women's Royal Rumble. So let's see. We have Carol taking on Lakshmi for the women's title. I hope Carol gets it this time. Diamitis taking on Mad Dog. Quomatek is taking on Hartwood McNee for that world title. Gisselman's taking on Oscar. Jorge's taking on Ishmael. Wes is taking on Asclepius. I have a feeling it's going to be a women's Royal Rumble because all these matches are men's matches. Abhishek is taking on Erland. Wait, when did Erland Deadman become the Intercontinental title? The Intercontinental Champion? Wait, when did that happen? Unless that's switched around. No, I'm sure Abhishek is still the Intercontinental title. Usually the champion's on the right. I think they messed that up. Emergency is taking on the Sass brothers for the titles. And yeah, it is going to be a men's 10-man Royal Rumble. So I actually do want to watch that Royal Rumble and see what happens. So let's start the show. So things are going to go a little differently here. I'm just going to simulate everything up to that point. I can't simulate all. I can only simulate one by one. So here we go. Carol versus Lakshmi. Let's see who gets it. And Carol gets the world title, or that women's title. That's awesome. She finally gets that women's title. And let's see who wins here. This rivalry match, Diamitis, and they've completed their rivalry. Quomatek taking on Hartwood McNee. Let's see who gets it. And Hartwood McNee retains. He retains that world title still. Gisselman versus Oscar, and Oscar wins. Jorge versus Ishmael. Jorge takes the win in that one. Wes versus Asclepius, and it's Wes. All right, Intercontinental Championship. Abhishek versus Erland Deadman. Let's see who gets it. And Abhishek wins. I like to think he retained. I don't think that Erland was the champion that time. I'm pretty sure Abhishek retained his title. He didn't win the title. All right, and here's the tag team title match. Let's see who gets it. And the Sass brothers retain. So it's time to watch this Royal Rumble. All right, let's see who's starting things off. All right, who's coming out first? It's Oscar. All right, and who's our second entrant? Oh, we got Kazak Adolfson starting things off with Oscar. All right, let's do this. Oscar's starting off strong against Kazak. They both have wings. Who's our third guy? Mad Dog. And Mad Dog just wants to taunt in the ring. It's time for the fourth entrant already. Who do we got? It's Jorge. Jorge von Nifderich. Wow, Jorge is very, very tall. He towers over Kazak. It's hard to get used to these names, so bear with me. Here's Asclepius with his long hair. Going after Jorge. Oh, and Asclepius gets Jorge out. There goes Jorge. And Oscar's trying to get out Mad Dog. Oh, Mad Dog's hanging on. And here comes Diamitis. Here comes Ishmael. Oh, man. Ishmael is a giant. He is massive. He towers over everybody. Oh, number 8 is Dythelm, so there's 2 more guys after this. So here comes Dythelm. And Wes is number 9. Ishmael's just taking it to Dythelm. He's really not letting up. Oh, and Mad Dog. Kazak takes out Mad Dog. And Kazak wants to take on Ishmael. He's set him in the corner. Oh! Who just got eliminated? Who did Wes just eliminate? I didn't even see that. Oh, and there goes Dythelm. Oh, what's his name got eliminated? Asclepius. Oh, and they took out Oscar. And here comes the last entrant. Wes is trying to get out Diamitis. And Gisselman is our last entrant. Wes slinging Ishmael in the corner. What's Wes gonna do? He's trying to take out Ishmael. Oh man, is he gonna do it? Ishmael's pretty light. He might do it. Might do it. Oh, and he took out Ishmael. Kazak's on the ropes. Nobody's going after him. I guess nobody cares. Oh, and he takes out Kazak. He said, yep, you're done. Wes reverses, and there goes Gisselman. Diamitis and Wes. One of those two is going to WrestleMania. Who is it gonna be? Oh, and Wes reverses Diamitis. Oh, and Diamitis reversed Wes. And Wes just stumbled over the ropes for the win. Diamitis wins because Wes stumbled over the ropes after Diamitis reversed his move. I have never seen an elimination like that before in my life. That was crazy. I want to see if they show that in the replay. He just stumbled and ran out of the ring. He just stumbled out of the ring. To win a Royal Rumble like that, I'd be like, okay, cool. Well, Diamitis is going to WrestleMania. Awesome. That was an awesome match. Weird ending, but awesome match. All right, Diamitis is going to WrestleMania. Carol is our new women's champion. All right, our next pay-per-view is the Elimination Chamber. Zara and Mad Dog Chaos are taking on Adolfson and Dythelm? Did the Adolfsons break up and then Dythelm became a tag team with Kazak? That is so crazy. A 6-man Elimination Chamber match for the women's title. That will be crazy. Womatek is taking on Hartwood McNee for the World Heavyweight title again. Madeline DeBosque is taking on Petronell. Abhishek is taking on Erland Deadman. Again, I'm pretty sure Abhishek is still the Intercontinental Champion unless I missed something. Yes, Abhishek is still the Intercontinental title holder. The Sass brothers are taking on Emergency again in a non-title match, which is weird. And then another Elimination Chamber match that has no title. So, you know what we're actually going to do? I want to see this women's Elimination Chamber match. I think that's going to be amazing. So we have the Men's Royal Rumble, and then we have the Women's Elimination Chamber. I think that's fair. Let's do it. All right, first we're going to simulate Mad Dog and Zara versus Kazak and Dythelm. And it looks like Kazak and Dythelm won. They might be a new tag team here. So now Carol's defending her title against Devia Simmons, Britannia Adolfson, Michelle, Lakshmi, and Flavia. Whoever wins this match is going to be the new women's champion. So let's see what happens. Let's see how this plays out. This is going to be awesome. All right, we are starting things off with Devia and Lakshmi. Let's see what happens. Devia is very tall. All right, let's see who's coming out next. That is Michelle. Michelle is next. All right, who's coming out next? Carol still hasn't come out. She's defending her title here. And Carol's coming out next. The women's champion. Lakshmi goes right after the women's champion. All right, let's see who's out next. It's Flavia. That means Britannia's the last one. Carol going after Flavia. Those are my two favorites right there, Carol and Flavia. All right, now it's Britannia's turn to enter the fray. No one's been eliminated yet. All 6 women are in the ring. Wow, it's pure chaos right now. Flavia and Carol really fighting each other. They could have a good rivalry going. Carol for the pin on Flavia, and she didn't get it. Oh, Lakshmi's about to take out Carol. Lakshmi for the pin on Carol. And Flavia pinning Divya. And Carol got eliminated. The women's champion just got eliminated. I'm pretty disappointed in that, but that means whoever wins, it's going to be a new women's champion. Oh, Divya going for the pin on Lakshmi. And Lakshmi's eliminated. And then there were 4. Oh, Flavia going for the pin on Divya. And Divya is out of there. Oh, Britannia, I think, is about to pin Flavia. Flavia's out of there. There's no way she's kicking out of this. It's down to Britannia and Michelle. Oh, Michelle going for the pin. 1. I didn't think so. Britannia's got a finisher stored up. She could get this. Uh-oh. I think this is it for Michelle. Britannia's going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The new women's champion, Britannia Adolfson. Now, if only her brothers would get it together and get those tag team champions, their whole family could have gold. All right, we're just going to simulate the rest of the matches on this pay-per-view. Quomatek versus Hartwin McNee. Who's taking it home? Hartwin McNee retains again. Quomatek, I know I'm saying his name wrong, but Quomatek just can't get his stuff together. Madeline DeVos versus Petronile. And Petronile comes out on top. Is Abhishek going to retain his title against Erland Deadman? And he does. The rivalry is complete. Emergency versus the Sass Brothers again in a rivalry match that's non-title. And the Sass Brothers take it. And in the men's elimination chamber match, Ishmael, it comes out on top. And it doesn't even matter because it was all for nothing. All right, now it's time for Fastlane, the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania. Let's do this. Okay, tonight we have Dithelm taking on Diamitis. Ishmael taking on Oscar. Asclepius taking on Jorge. Michelle taking on Divya. Quomatek again, trying to get that World Heavyweight Championship. This time in a ladder match. That would be interesting to watch, but we're just going to simulate it today. Carol is challenging for that women's title. She deserves a rematch. Flavia's taking on Lakshmi. Zara and Mad Dog Chaos are taking on the Sass Brothers for the Tag Team Championships. Interesting. Ah, man, that's going to be a good one. Abhishek is defending his title again against Erland Deadman in a rivalry match. And the main event, for some reason, is Gisselman versus Wes. So let's find out what happens. Dithelm beats Diamitis. Oscar beats Ishmael. Asclepius beats Jorge. Michelle beats Divya. Quomatek, again, still cannot get that heavyweight title from Hartwin McNee. Hartwin McNee has been the champion for a very long time. Britannia retains her women's championship. Carol could not get it done. And it looks like Flavia couldn't get it done either against Lakshmi. And it looks like Chaos are our new tag team champions. That is awesome. They've never challenged for them before, and now they win them. That's amazing. And Abhishek, again, retains his Intercontinental title. And Gisselman wins the main event against Wes. I hope that completes the rivalry. All right, folks. This is it. It's time for WrestleMania. This is going to be the end of our journey here, at least today. I can't wait to see what kind of stacked matches we have. So the main event last time is the opener this time. Gisselman is taking on Wes in a one-on-one match. Oscar is taking on Emilios Adolfson in a rivalry match. The Adolfsons just don't want to have tag team matches, I guess. Flavia's taking on Divya. That would be a good rivalry. Iohana's taking on Bohana. Haven't seen Bohana in a while. Michelle's taking on Madeline DeBosque. Carol's taking on Petronile. Kazakh Adolfson's taking on Mandy. Interesting. Ishmael Warren is taking on Quomatek. Oh yeah, because Quomatek isn't challenging for the title this time. Lakshmi is challenging for the Britannia's Women's Championship. Jorge is taking on Asclepius. And Dithelm is challenging Abhishek for his Intercontinental Championship. And of course, Diamidas, who won the Royal Rumble, is taking on Hartwin McNee for that World Heavyweight Championship. You know what? I think we're going to watch the main event, just to cap off the night. Let's do this. All right, let's simulate these next matches. Gisselman versus Wes. Gisselman takes it. Oscar has lost to Emilio. Flavia versus Divya. Divya goes out on top. Iohana versus Bohana. Iohana takes it. Michelle versus Madeline. Michelle wins. Carol versus Petronile. Carol takes it. Kazakh Adolfson versus Mandy. And Kazakh Adolfson wins in that rivalry match. Ishmael Warren versus Quomatek. Let's see who comes out on top on this one. Quomatek finally gets a win against somebody. That probably feels good for him. Lakshmi versus Britannia Adolfson. Let's see who takes it. And Britannia retains her title, just like I wanted. Because I don't really like Lakshmi for some reason. I just don't like how she's designed. It's crazy. Jorge versus Asclepius. And Asclepius wins. Can Dithelm take that Intercontinental title from Abhishek? No, he does not. Abhishek still the Intercontinental Champion. So let's have this main event. Diamidas versus Hartwin McNee. Let's see if Diamidas can come out on top. All right, here we go. Oh, the count's up to 8. Diamidas just taking a beating. And Diamidas gets counted out. Hartwin wins by cheating. He just kept Diamidas out of the ring and said, no, I'm not doing this. This was a very short match. This was very disappointing. Diamidas got screwed. He got screwed. That was the shortest WrestleMania main event I've ever seen and probably the most disappointing. That's cool though. This is how things go. It was hilarious that he won by countout. I think that was great. So I wanted to try something a lot different, and I think this was pretty awesome. I think it was very entertaining. I had a really good time. I had an idea for this the other day because I watched one of my favorite YouTubers, Dank Ops, Chris Danker. He created 10 characters and put them in a Royal Rumble. And he's going to take one of them and put them in his main roster. I decided to do something a little different. I wanted to create a bunch of characters. He was able to come up with names on the spot. I wanted to do a random name generator. I thought that would be really funny. I think we had a lot of fun. I think this was a great video. If you like what you see, definitely subscribe. But until next time, peace.